Hi, Paul here from Takroc Music. Today I'm going to do another review on a part that I needed to order. It's a small drill bit that removes stripped screws, which I'm going to open up here. I had an issue on over here on my railing here. I had a screw that got stripped in. It's actually over here off frame, and the head got all stripped, so I couldn't take it out. So I bought this drill bit and extractor kit from Amazon, and we're going to give it a try and see how it works. Okay, so here's the package here. I also have some small angle brackets in here, which we won't be doing a review on. So get this opened up. Read a couple of reviews on this, and they were sort of hit and miss. Some were good, some were not so good. So there's the brackets that we're not doing the review on. So we'll see how that works. So we'll just unpackage it here. And then we'll actually give it a try on the bit. It's either going to work or not work. So this is the package here. So it has some instructions here. It shows how to remount the top of the screw head and then flip the bit around, and then it bites into the screw, and then you put the drill in reverse and it should hopefully pull out the screw. So we're going to give that a try right now. I'll just change the camera angle and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's one of my audio racks, and for those of you who don't know how this works, all the audio equipment comes in a standard width. I think it's 21 inches wide. And they have certain heights, and then there's a bunch of screws on each side that line up specifically with each of the audio components. So this is a 1 unit, I think. 1 unit. This is 2, meaning it takes up 2 spaces. This is a single. This is just a tray down here holding this in, the receiver in. And then, for example, over here we have, I think this is a 2 or 3, and this larger one's a 4, but all the holes line up in the side. So as you can see, there's small threaded holes here. And what happened was, when I was putting in this bottom screw down here, the head stripped out. I was able to get it tight, and I didn't realize it was cross-threading until it was in there tight. And now that it's in, I can't get it out. So hopefully this screw extractor set that I bought is going to work. So I'm just going to set up the camera, and we'll get in there with the drill and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I have the camera set up here. Hopefully I can get the drill in here and we can look at it at the same time and film it. As you can see, this hole right here is the one that's all stripped out. I have the kit here. I'm just going to hold this in front. And it says to pick a bit that's the same diameter as the screw. So I'm going to figure that out right now. Okay, so I picked this one here. And that's going to match this. So the idea is you take the drill bit and you drill it into here, I guess into that depth, and clockwise as if you're drilling, and then you flip this around in the drill bit and you do this counterclockwise, and then it bites into the hole and hopefully unscrews the screw. So we're going to give that a try and see how it works. Okay, so I got the bit in the drill here, and then we go clockwise to drill, and then we'll flip the bit around and go counterclockwise to hopefully unscrew. So let's see how it works. Okay, so far, don't know if that's actually doing anything. So we'll have to see. We'll flip this around now. Reverse, see if it bites in and see what happens. Okay, so far that larger size didn't work, so I'm going to actually go down to a much smaller size and see if that makes a difference. I think the first size that it recommended was too big, so I'm just going to go much smaller now. See if that makes a difference. Okay. Okay, so far not working, so not too impressed at this point. I'm going to try one other thing. I've got a small drill bit. I'm going to actually try and drill an actual hole in there without this bit, and then see if I can get it to work that way. Okay, so I've just switched to a really small bit now. I'll see if I can get that drilled in at least, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's got a pretty good hole in there now. So we'll take the smallest one here. Actually, you know what? I think I was doing this maybe in the wrong way. I think this is the reaming hole, this part. And then this is the actual piece that brings it out. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, I just checked the instructions and I did do it correctly. This small piece goes in first and then the other burnishing tool on the other end. So I did drill a hole now with the drill bit, so that might help. So now I'm going to try and drill a bit more and see how it goes. Okay, that drilled in pretty good. So now I'm going to switch the bit around. And I'm going to now reverse the drill and we'll see how it works here. And there we go. And it worked. Perfect. There we go. It worked really well. So I think the trick was to pre-drill a hole first. I think that little small drill bit on the one end isn't quite strong enough, so I did a pre-drill hole and then I used the small drill bit after that, and then just very slowly put the burnishing tool in, and I could see it going backwards, of course, counterclockwise. I could see it sort of pulling in, and then all of a sudden it just locked in and then it pulled out the screw. So it worked out well, so that's good. So 4 or 5 stars on that for sure.